If you clicked on this video, it's because you've probably heard that mouth breathing isn't healthy. Today, I want to break it down with you, analyze its effects on our body and on our health. Breathing from the mouth won't kill you. You will get enough oxygen from it in order to survive. However, surviving is very different from being healthy, and you'll never be healthy unless you breathe through your nose. So here's the main difference between breathing from your mouth and from your nose. The nose is the first line of defense of the body. It acts as a filter. It heats up air before it enters our body and it pressurizes it. It conditions the air entering our lungs so that by the time it has reached our lungs, we can extract from it about 20% more oxygen than we would if we did the same breath through our mouth, which is a huge difference. Breathing from our mouth makes us take in way too much air, which stresses our body out. Breathing too much and too hard has been demonstrated several times being strictly correlated with depression and anxiety. So make sure you take deep breaths. Really interestingly, in the world, there are 5,400 types of mammals. Dogs breathe through their mouth as a thermoregulating tool in order to be able to deload heat from their body. But they are the only animal doing this. No other animal in the world is an obligated mouth breather. And if it's like this, there must be a reason. If you were to take a scan at your head, you would see that in the front part, you have all these crazy structures that, if summed up and put together, they would approximately be the size of a billiard ball in the front of your head. But of course, these structures aren't there randomly. When we breathe through our nose, we force air through a series of passageways that, as I said, heats up air and it pressurizes it before it reaches our lungs. How we breathe affects every system of our body. It affects heartbeat, circulation, digestive system, and even our brain. If we're breathing in the wrong way, taking in way much air than needed, we're just adding stress to our body. We're simply overloading it. If you don't believe me, pause the video right now and hyperventilate from your mouth for about 15 seconds. So do it right now. After doing it, you'll feel dizzy, tired, and miserable. So imagine spending your entire life in this situation. So most probably, if you're a mouth breather, you won't spend your entire day in a state of acute hyperventilation. However, even a mild hyperventilation on the long run leads to a progressive shutdown of our body with our core systems not working properly. So basically, this is why we want to breathe through our nose. Especially if you live in a city like me, you really want air to be filtered and clean before it enters your lungs. The typical image of a mouth breather is this: a guy with a terrible posture, bad breath, a crooked nose, tired eyes, a narrow face, and a receding chin. And guess what? It's true. It's exactly how you will look if you've spent your whole life breathing through your mouth. Mouth breathers have a terrible jaw. And this happens because their tongue is resting in a very low position, leading to having an open mouth, which over time physically changes the shape and the structure of our jaw. This physical appearance is typically associated with weak and fragile people. And once again, it's true. Breathing through your mouth will eventually make you look like this, which of course we don't want to. Other than looking bad, it will profoundly worsen your health. So please guys, breathe through your nose. About 80% of the messages between the brain and the body come from the body to the brain. If our heart is beating very fast, it is signaling to our brain that either we are scared or we are performing a physical demanding activity which requires blood to be pumped quicker throughout our body. If you're hunched over like this, taking small breaths, hyperventilating all day long, your body is signaling to your brain that there is something wrong. There are some alarm symbols that started ticking. You are telling your brain you must be ready to fight or to escape something, that you must be awake and alert all time. But by breathing slowly, you can tell your brain that he should relax, that there is no danger, that there is no need to pump blood faster across your body. So, everything very interesting, but how can I actually solve mouth breathing? Well, it's very simple. Wear some tape on your mouth while you're sleeping. I've been doing it every night for the past 2 years, and it has dramatically improved my health and my sleep quality. Even if you don't know about it because you sleep alone, chances are you're probably mouth breathing without noticing it during the night. Either you snore or you have some sleep apnea. In any case, it's very probable you are mouth breathing just for part of the night. But still, we want to avoid this. So to avoid this, just wear a strip of tape on the mouth. I put it like this in vertical. It's very easy. You can buy it at a pharmacy for €5. I personally use a leukoplast tape. It's not even meant for mouth breathing. It's just regular tape if you cut yourself. Now, of course, this is not a sponsor, but I really recommend it. It's cheap. It's 5 meters long. So personally for me, it lasts about 5 or 6 months. So very lasting. And it's great. There is no risk correlated to it. Some people told me they're scared of trying it because they think they might die while they sleep because of suffocation. It won't happen, of course. One, because if you were to suffocate, you would understand what is happening and get your tape off. And second of all, it's safe. There is really no reason why you should suffocate if you can breathe through your nose. And interestingly, every time I have a closed nose, because I'm sick, wearing the tape during night really helps me because it forces me to breathe through my nose, and therefore I get rid of all the dirt I have in it. Now, breathing through your mouth at times is okay. I swim twice a week, so I am forced to breathe through my mouth at least twice a week every time I swim. If you sigh, if you laugh, it's normal. You're gonna breathe through your mouth. Humans are made like this, and there's no problem with that. It's part of our nature. However, what I'm trying to say is that your unconscious breaths, the one that you take during your day without actively thinking about them, the one you take during night, they should be through your nose. What I really want you to take from this video is that mouth breathing in some cases is okay, it's normal, but you should really focus on actively breathing through your nose when possible, especially during night by wearing some tape. So this is my suggestion for you, and see you in the next video.